Greetings, everybody. How are you doing out there? Welcome to the Daily Dose. Again, this is episode 8. My name is James.
I'm Rachel.
And we're from the band Drums Manifest Truth. And we're here for another daily dose of Didgeridoo practice. Oh my gosh. And what a practice it is going to be. Because again, we've been doing this now every day. We're looking forward to it. We're now excited. I want to go ahead and say, grab your didgeridoo and come along and practice with us. Literally, if you don't have the didgeridoo, in front of you, there's a simple thing you can do. It's the buzz lips. That's what we're doing. We're adding different calls and vocal things when we get going. And other people do different, rhythms and beatbox styles. There's all different kinds of things, but the amplification device of the didgeridoo is our favorite instrument. So that's something that we'd like you to practice with us, again, whether you have a didge or not. And thank you for joining us wherever you are, whether it be Facebook or on YouTube. We are multi-streaming, so you can drop your comments into the section there, and we'll try to get to those as best we can, answer any of those questions about didgeridoo and our band music, anything we can during this practice.
Right.
Woo, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling pretty good.
Ooh, I'm excited too. Our dog's excited about something. Oh, wonderful. We've got Cindy back on. So what a blessing. There's going to be some amazing things we're going to work on today. Going back with consistency. I really want to work on a lot of pressure stuff, different things with my drone, because harboring on those main basics is going to be heavy for my practice today. But before I get ahead of myself, I want to start my facial massage exercises, which we found out through a couple of comments from both massage therapists that we know. This is an approved massage practice. Go ahead and do this for yourself. Work your lips, work your chin, work your upper cheeks to the lower part of this facial area underneath here, your chin really, it takes a beating when we're doing the didgeridoo. Your lips are your main source here. It's like the bow. It's so all of that vibration is happening right there on that section. And so you want to tighten those up. So giving yourself a nice massage every kind of day, just to the point of stretching. Ooh, it feels really good. And it gets you set for success. Oh, nice. Yeah, just get into a nice little routine. I like the way you're doing it there, where you're pushing up against. It's a little tough for me with the facial hair, but I can do it to a point. And then it's all about pulling that away. Ooh. The circulatory system. I hope you're doing this at home with us, because again, it's about being comfortable, looking silly in front of other people. If you can't do this with your spouse on the couch, then you're not going to be able to really do it in front of people, I think. Yeah, that's a good one. I forgot that one the past couple of days, was to hold that little excess just to the point it was like, oh my gosh.
Right?
Reminds me of the monkey I used to do back when I grabbed my ears and puff my cheeks out. So now that we've got ourselves warmed up, woo! We want to play and practice and do some of our drone stuff and just kind of warm up. I want to give you a chance to check out our Patreon stuff before we get started, because if you don't have a drone, or you can't hear us that well, or you want some other music to listen to, we've got a ton on our Patreon that you can follow along with and drone with us for that point, or drone and do with what we're doing during the the practice times. Everybody's at a different level, and that's the most important thing I want to stress here, is that we're all doing different things. You'll hear Rachel doing different things, I'm going to be doing different things, but we're going to warm up just for a few minutes before we get started doing some of our practice routine. I'm excited because I want to work on some really good fundamental stuff today. Change it, but keep it solid. Yeah, so good morning, everybody. Grab your didge and just kind of get yourself warmed up a little bit with us and have a wonderful time doing so. Whew. Wow. Make sure you're sitting in a good proper position where you can really breathe correctly and your ease. The more relaxed you are, the easier it truly is going to be to get this drum. Try and go for consistency in my practice of getting myself ready. Can I put my face to the didge every time and blow that drum? Ooh, I was a little weak there. I lost it. That's what I'm going for in my opening. I'm going to shorten mine up. Yeah, that's a tough one.
What are you doing there?
Okay, so it's more like a pop. Yeah, keeping my tongue.
Okay.
It's about where your tongue placement is. I don't want to tell you right now where your tongue is because I could be wrong. But
tell me where your tongue is.
okay, it's in the back part holding that air. So it's holding the back.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I don't have full contact onto the didge, so.
I keep going.
That's one way to do it. So, yeah, there where it's more of a pop. These are all
I
just.
feel like I'm just getting a kissing noise now.
It is.
Why is
I
it so
even
hard?
saw someone even posting up on YouTube. Check it out yourself. Something about the frog's kiss and the frog's fart. Those are different ones. It's all kind of entryways into those beatboxing techniques from what my research has shown me. It's about the lips, tightening and strengthening the lips.
Does mine sound different because my didge is different?
Well, go ahead and do it. No, it's just the way that you're doing it. You haven't found out the exact pop that I'm getting, and you're
Right.
doing more of a kiss.
Yeah, I don't. My body doesn't understand how to do that.
Feel that. Put your hand right here. There's a lot of pressure. When I do the kiss, there's none. It's about all the different utilizations of the column, the stacked column of air that you're building inside, and that pressure inside. So, and that's without trying to get super technical, because I don't quite fully understand all of it. I'm still learning. I'm not a professional, but from what I feel, it's playing around with that. Like if you.
So I can go, and I can go, but I can't go.
I hear the difference. I see.
Like I have no idea what to do with my mouth to make that noise.
Wrangle it back in, and that's why we strengthen the lips on all the fundamentals. I mean, and then shorten it up and add more.
I'm slow to get that pop. Well, I'll just do what I do and let it be okay that I get whatever sounds
Yes,
like
of course.
because
It'll
I don't
take time.
understand.
It's not about achieving that right now. Ultimately, it's about trying to get a clean sound with whatever you're doing. And some people may get a really clean kiss sound while they're doing it in the didge, and you're like, boom.
So this is veering more towards the beatboxing style.
It is, from what
Cool.
I've seen in the research, yeah. And I do see some people doing it in the low, slow drone. I don't have the technical lip strength. That's why we're doing this daily practice, I think, so that I can start building my lip strength and start building my rhythm strength. I get lost sometimes. I'm like, okay, what do I do? And I don't feel like I'm a beatboxer rhythm maker, but I can do it on the didge. It's all different little pressures. I don't find a lot of the time to stop, but I think just as much as finding a place to make all the sound, a place to stop the sound is just as important. So those pops are very much punchy bits. Yeah, that you can add a lot of bass bits or, change it up and bum 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 bum. Well, so that's what I want to work on today. Well, it leads me into what I want to work on today. Going from my drone I hear it on you, yeah.
I think I might have gotten it.
I
just
think
then.
you did. Yeah, you did.
Finally.
And again, doing it next to some other people while they're didging, you'll hear those nuances. You'll be like, oh my gosh, yep, okay. And so I'm trying to learn rhythm, and I've been watching a few people on YouTube. Check out, if you have anybody that you're watching or following too, drop that into the comment section. Well, even if it's in the replay, whether it's on Facebook or YouTube, we'd like to check that out. And it's going to help our play. I think we've found Jonathan, who hopped into the stream. He's out of Mexico, and he's making didges and doing all kinds of beatbox stuff. That guy, I watched some of his stuff while he was doing his live busking things. It was amazing. He's been posting a lot, too, into the didgeridoo learning communities and the didgeridoo worldwide type stuff. And, man, it's very, very awesome. And that's, I guess, a little bit inspiring why I'm trying to go for that. It makes me realize that I don't have a strong disconnect from my didge just as much as I feel like if I have a strong connect. Yeah. So that I think will help me when I try to go into the toots. I just got to get the embouchure. Plus, I'm working on better mouthpieces. This one is a 1 1/4 inch trap mouth fitting, so it's a plastic piece. It doesn't have, some of those saddle mouthpieces, if you've ever looked at didgeridoos, they change. I have a didge, the 12.5 foot didge has that ring on the inside center, so my lips can come in and I can create a seal against my mouth, but the inside flaps around so I can whoop, inside of that.
Right.
It's all about lip strengthening for me today.
I like it.
Yeah.
For me, it's going to be about that and building muscle memory so I can do it again later when I choose to.
Yeah. And we might add a little bit of, we were talking to Rob and Gina. They were practicing yesterday with the video. And he told me he likes some of the fast rhythm.
Oh.
So I want to start adding that in too. I don't always want to go for the fast because I want to give myself that chance to, progress in that, positive way where I'm actually building those fundamentals and not going too far. But I like going fast, so I like testing myself a little bit. But I don't have it. I'll have to set like a tempo and a metronome and stuff. So, what are you thinking?
Practice.
Yeah,
You know?
let's practice.
Yeah.
Grab your didgeridoo at home. Again, if you're watching and you have access to the Patreon aspect, that is something that you're going to want to do. And we also have a, like, it's the 30-minute drone that you can listen to.
Oh, right, and play along with.
Yeah, and I also put up our Sunday meditation too, so you can listen to that too.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, there's multiple ways that you can support us, be it Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal, all to help make these streams go just so much better with different cameras. And we're gonna get another mic here, so thank you again for that. We're gonna practice a little bit more. I'm also gonna add some pressure and speed stuff into it.
Okay. Lost it. I should have kept going when I had it.
It's going to take us, and I think this is the first day I've introduced it, to myself even. So I'm going to try to add
something
it.
I would normally probably practice because it's so far outside of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
And I don't envision myself being a beatbox didge player, but
I don't
maybe,
either.
I mean, whether I'm going to do it or not, having those fundamental foundational skills is just going to help my practice and whatever I do
I
with
think
the
so.
didge.
I think so. I'm going
think
to try it with the sirens.
I'm
That's
happy
what I
that
like
we're
to
doing
use.
this.
Me too. I'm happy that you're doing it with us too. This is just powerful for my day. It's like something I'm looking forward to. Whew, that's tough. It's like more on my lips than I've ever done in the morning. I might even take
really
a break
working
from
those
that.
muscles.
It is.
It's
like
really
I wanna,
hard. It's harder than I thought it would be.
I want to maybe just spend that 5 minutes on that and like maybe a few more like doing that. And then I'm going to stop and go to some more of the regular drone stuff back with that. And I've got something else I want to work on. So, because I don't want to over. I'm starting to lose it. Yeah, it's a lot. It's even advanced, for me. There's some people that got it out there, and kudos to you. One day we'll get there.
We'll get there. We'll
Practice
do this every
along.
now and then.
Yeah, if you just follow the daily dose every day, we do this every day. We'll all get there. We'll elevate it too. So, yeah, but actually, I'm just going to stop right there. I'm going to go on to the next thing, back into the drone, and I'm going to do it like this. Where, you remember how I was doing the slow in, ease
and
to the
slow
drone,
out.
and then the slow out.
Yeah.
Well, this time what I'm going to add is when I go out, I'm going to keep the air going and then go back into the slow in. So this is what it sounds like. Keeping that air, like I'm still breathing through it with no reverberation.
Oh, I see.
And then back to it. It's so tough. You can feel right at that moment where it catches in. So it might take you a little bit to do that. Might take you a little bit to do it. And it's definitely taking me a little bit. But that's what I'm going to be working on. So try that along with us. Oh, I love that. And just going to respond to this comment. I don't beatbox, it's just that my first toot is tuned to a short interval and the toot is very low. So when I play the toot, I do it very quickly at 1/16 of a note, which sounds like a kick drum. That's what I'm talking about. All these differences in playing it. This guy's doing it completely different, but achieving that kick drum sound with it. I love that. Thank you so much for that comment. That's exactly what we were talking about. Powerful. Wow. There's so many different ways to play this instrument, and so many people have mastered it in such a way. Why wouldn't we practice off of what others are doing? Whew, I'm going to try that. Although this mouthpiece, I don't seem to have those toots. And again, it's just a PVC I'm playing with on this. I'll grab one of the other agaves at some point that actually has the toots in it, off of the interval of it. I'm not exactly sure though, because again, just a guy who fell in love with the didgeridoo. I didn't have a lot of money to buy one, so we started making them out of out of agave and such, and they've been beautiful for us. Now it's stepping out of that world into like crafted instruments. We're looking for somebody to work with that'll show us truly. And we did when we had Didge in the Desert.
Yeah.
What was his name? D.
Yeah.
He showed up and he brought these amazing didgeridoos out of agave. They were like largemouth, full bore. I mean, it took.
They're beautiful.
They were so beautiful, but this phosphorescence aspect to it too. But it took every aspect to get. I mean, the column of air built up inside of it, and then it was much more slow breath. Getting the horns was tough. Getting the horns on that was tough too.
Getting a drone on it was tough.
It was, but he made it such beautiful, slow,
beautiful.
meditative didgeridoos. I mean, there's so many differences. I can't wait to try them all. Let's collect them all.
We should collect the whole set.
I mean, we had to get a 40-foot bus to carry the 12.5-foot didgeridoo. So, well, I don't know. What do you think? You want to do some more practice and then maybe play for a half hour or so, and you can play along with us?
Yeah, let's just practice another, I don't know.
Cool. I haven't heard you do any mantra stuff today.
I'm focusing on different stuff.
Good morning, Cindy. We're sticking on those fundamentals. Oh, okay. Not the mouthpiece. Well, I was meaning the mouthpiece for me to achieve the toots in itself, but I understand what you're meaning. It's not the mouthpiece that giving that for your toots.
The sound of the toots.
Yeah. So that's awesome. Thank you for clarifying that, by the way. Some people, yep. Impressive. That's getting better for you. You were like right at the edge of that, and then you clawed your way right into it.
I feel like this practice of going back and forth between the didge and trying to do the other sound is making my lips. It's
stronger.
It's making it so that I feel like I'm going to actually be able to achieve toots relatively soon.
Well, you were just about there.
Like
and
that practice is building to it.
And we're getting comments about people that are in that toot range, so all of that stuff's going to help. It really is. And other people that are watching, I know that's what we all want to get. We want to be that beatboxer, that, not necessarily with that, but we want to have the range of those skills.
Right.
I want to be able to do all that stuff, even if all I'm doing is the slow drone. So I'm very excited to continue doing all that too. Congratulations, everybody. Good morning again, Cindy. What a powerful day, everybody joining in, whether you're on Facebook, whether you're catching us on YouTube, have a didgeridoo or not.
We're happy you're here.
We're happy you're here, yeah. We're going to do this for just another minute, and then I think we'll get on to our regular practice for the next half hour. Huh?
Are we going to time our drones today?
Oh, gosh, should we just do that?
Let's do that.
I'm buzzing in a way. I feel pretty good about it. Let's see. All right. We'll come in. Let's start you off whenever you're ready.
All right.
Nice, right in the pocket.
Mm.
That's so good. And we haven't even really gotten ourselves really warmed up. We've been doing a strange practice this morning, trying things that we didn't really know. And so
Right.
I want to say that sometimes doing things like that can make ourselves a little bit more tired right at the beginning. So I'm
Right.
excited. I'm gonna focus on control with that in mind today, knowing that I'm going to be a little bit more tired. I'm not gonna push myself to the top of the range, but I'm gonna try to frame that like plate of warmth right inside to craft that in, because I know I'll be a little bit tired to the end, and I'll hear that fuzziness we were talking about towards the end.
Right.
And especially I notice it as almost a wet sound sometimes. Some of my spit comes in. I'm not controlling it the same way, and it translates out into the did. So do you want to do another one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do another one.
Cool. Nice. Well, again, right in the pocket. I noticed that you felt challenged at first, and then you caught onto it, and you rode that, and got challenged a little bit, and then you caught in again. That's what it is, folks. Finding within yourself to just ride in that and go. Don't just give up. It's gonna end up being beautiful. I mean, you had 30 seconds yesterday, and potentially might by the end of the day too. So. Whew, I'm gonna try another one. Let's see. I advise you to grab yourself one too and try it at home. It's really fun to do, and I think we're going to add it to every day's practice. So.
Nice.
Woo! Yeah, I tried to push there at the last second just because I opened my eyes and saw I was at 45. So I was like, whoo, gotta do it. 45 is pretty good.
Yeah.
I feel good. I start to feel it in my diaphragm, and I'm like, okay. I realize that might be where I need to focus, keeping myself. So I'm going to try it one more time just to kind of push my body for my practice today. Very excited. I'm going to make sure I'm in a proper position too. I
Yeah,
felt like I
sit up
was
nice and
feeling it in
straight.
my back a little bit. I like where I'm at.
Yeah.
I like where I'm at today. It's nice and consistent for me. I did press a little bit, so I'm taking a few extra breaths right now, and I'm like, whoo, all right. Might have went a little bit farther than I wanted to, but I feel really good about that.
That's good.
Yeah, I want to do
Good
some of
work.
that stuff really quick before I get in with some of the fastness really quick, because I don't think I worked on that yet, and I want to do that before we practice in. So give me just a second.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to add that in maybe to tomorrow's wee-oo, wee-oo, wee-oo.
Yeah,
a
that
lot of
sounds
that
fun.
stuff. Yeah. So anyway, I think that was a good practice that we got into. Do you want to just play together for the next half hour?
Let's play.
I'm excited for that because I love hearing some of the things you do. It changes what I do,
Yeah.
and we can just kind of dive right into that. So,
Mm-hmm.
oops, wrong one. There we go. All right. Blessings to everybody wherever you are. If you pop in, thank you for the love and to the comments. Grab your didgeridoo and play along with us.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can't do it for the full 30 minutes, that's okay. Take a couple of breaks, pop in. If you hear some sounds, try what we're doing. If you think we should try something, pop it into the comments. I'll try to do that. Like, yeah, just type in something this time, and I'll try to add that in like a different bird call. Cuckoo, cuckoo. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to type it in right now. Instead of cookie, I'm going to go coo-wee.
Ooh.
Coo-wee.
Coo-wee.
Oh, should we add on some type of a tempo? We can start slow, maybe go fast.
Yeah.
I don't know. We didn't really do that. Today's moving kind of fast. I feel like, oh, we didn't do any of our tempo stuff. Gosh, I want to do that. I want to.
Every day.
Yeah, it can be. I
But we
wanted to
can-
practice a little bit with some of the slow stuff. So maybe we'll do that tomorrow and some of the different things. And,
Okay.
and we'll put on a faster one today.
Yeah.
150 is what we were doing yesterday.
That was fun.
So I
Let's
think
do
that's what I'm gonna
150.
put it to. 5, 6, 7, 8, 4, 9, 50. 150 BPM is what we're at. And tell me if you can hear that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. We'll see you on the other side, everybody. Enjoy your practice today. I had to turn off the metronome because I couldn't hear it. I was overtaking it,
Yeah,
and I
I
had to
lost it.
become myself.
Yeah.
And then I figured, oh, why the heck not go for what I thought was 150 to 200 to then down to what I thought maybe was like 75. Woo! What a powerful one. Yeah,
So much
Cindy,
fun.
my lips have been buzzing, and they're just going. Right now, it's hard for me to even talk because they're like 50 million words more than what my brain is thinking. They're ready. Woo! And I feel alive right now after what we just did.
Yeah, it feels good.
From my toes to my nose to the tip of my head, everything is buzzing and alive and just, welcome so much. Thank you, Jesse, for being here. We even threw a little mosquito in there. Even in that, I was like, mosquito 1, mosquito 2, mosquito jumped in an old man's shoe. Woo! And that's all because of you. I'll never forget that. And we have those one little extra bits to add into our tool belt.
Right.
So that we can just become more proficient players. What a powerful session already.
That was so
just
much
today. I think we worked on a lot of stuff, more of those. I couldn't feel confident enough to get any pops in because I felt like
Yeah.
I would stop. So I didn't really work on that.
My lips were tired
Thank
from
you.
trying the pop so much that
Yeah.
actually at the beginning of this practice period, I was losing my drone in places that
Yeah.
I normally don't.
Yeah, I felt that
And,
within myself.
Yeah, I had to kind of work through that and
Yep.
focus on just my drone for a little while.
Pay attention to your body in your practice. Pay
Yeah.
attention to your breath. Focus on every aspect of that. Thank you, Jesse. I appreciate
thank you.
that. We try to complement each other. And I'm listening to the sounds that she's putting off, I believe she's listening to the sounds we're putting off, and when it hits our resonant wall, we're like, oh wow, that can envelope into so much more.
Right.
So we can add those different sounds. I believe that everyone can make any sound possible on the didgeridoo. However, it's a lot tougher for me to hit what naturally comes to you in the higher range with your voice and the lower range, I would assume, for you too. Not that you can't train yourself to get there.
Yeah, my natural range is pretty low.
Yeah. So the same thing with the pops. I was tired with it, and now I just feel like, wow, that's going to be something I'll pull out every now and then. And I'll figure out how to add the drone into that. It's another step. So
I feel like my lips have been doing weightlifting.
Yeah.
You know, like lips are actually muscles, and they can get tired, man.
yeah,
And
yeah.
those pops and stuff.
I totally feel that's what it was. It was like
Practicing that's gonna
putting
make my
down the
lips really
10-pound
strong.
weights and trying to do that, or the 350 press.
Right.
So that's what I'm going to add into mine while I'm driving around in the car, and I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that. And then the different parts. Remember, you got into the kisses, so.
Yeah.
All different sounds, all different parts, but strengthening our lips, that's going to make it powerful so that we can actually achieve some of that. That's what I think
Right.
I'm going to focus on over the next month. I may go back and forward on some of these things, but ultimately I'm going to be strengthening my lips
Right.
for the next. Then I'm going to be strengthening my voice. What?
Never skip lip day.
Never skip lip day. So now we've got never skip lung day, never skip diaphragm day, and never skip lip day.
Right.
I'll
Yeah.
take that. Ah, perfect. We'll have to practice more and more. Oh man, I think it's going to be great. And I know if I could add that into a faster rhythm. I got practice. I got daily doses of practice to do every day. Woo! What a powerful morning this has already been. I want to say to everybody too, if you haven't already become a member, it's free on our Patreon.
Right.
There's many, many sounds that you can practice along with the didgeridoo. A 30-minute drone sound that you can use. Cut it to 15 if you just want to do 15 minutes of practice. Cut it to 5 minutes. Give yourself something to practice with. We've got handpan music on there.
Right.
We've got, when we held Dids in the Desert, a lot of the participants recorded themselves, and we put all of that up there so you can hear what a person who's been playing the didgeridoo for 2 days with a little bit of instruction can do, and a
Right.
little bit of confidence within themselves. And again,
We also have our Sunday meditation up there as an MP3, so you can actually download it and have
can.
it available offline to listen to whenever you want.
yeah, you really can boost yourself up with listening to something like that, where you're going to go into a meditation and then you can take it all out.
Right.
I found, and we've had comments too, that some people aren't even listening to what we're saying at this moment. They're practicing and playing their didgeridoo. That's what
That's
we
wonderful.
want. That's so wonderful. It's making our hearts smile.
Yeah.
So again, we understand that not everybody's able to catch the live stream when we're able to do the live stream, but to come back, to sit on your couch with your spouse, to practice by yourself, to test your own limits means you're choosing to be chosen. You're showing up on this journey for your didgeridoo. And wow, we're all going to be not going upstairs, not taking that escalator. We're going to ride that elevator together. So again, what a powerful morning. Is there anything you wanted to say before we end today's practice?
You know, I love you.
I love you too.
That's all.
And I
Thanks
love
everybody
you.
for joining us.
Yeah, thanks everybody for joining us. Near or far, in the present or in the future, it's going to be powerful if you just take this instrument and get over how it makes you look. It's not, we're playing this for feeling now.
Right.
We're not playing it to how it looks good. So I want to build those skills. Practice on the fundamentals. Practice on the basics. Go back to a drone. So I did it. I was trying. I was going to hope to get it by the
That
end of
was
the stream.
awesome.
To get some breath. I'm not getting a drum, but I even circular breathed a breath.
I heard it.
And then back into that slow drone. I'm going to work on that over the years. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. Have a wonderful day. Practice your didgeridoo more. Grab a friend. Bring it out on a walk with you. Toot it out into the forest. Bring it with you tomorrow because we're going to be doing the daily dose again. And we hope you join us wherever you are. Facebook, YouTube. Share it onto another thing we've never heard of. Join into the Patreon because that's where we're really going to start spending all of our time. For those of you who don't spend time on social media, that's what it's about. We're going to put up everything. That's our behind the scenes. So thank you, everybody. You have a wonderful day, and Didge on.